see that?
So we will be starting Linus Ullmark after multiple weeks out of the lineup, and our D will be the same. And up front, we are going to re-inject Vesey, and Frolik will be out. Otherwise, the lines will be the same, and the D pair is the same. You know, we felt there were some good things happening with that lineup, and we really want to take another look at it today.
Rasmus, you moved him to left defense. What were you thinking behind putting Rasmus for Ristolainen? Right?
Yeah, that was really for that game. He'll be going back on the right side again today. We are looking to see what the best option is there for us still off and on, and we do feel he's better on the right side. But it was he did well actually on that option, and it is taking a look at different options for us.
Ralph, how have you been able to maintain the effort here in the face of losing? When you see 39 shots and 64 attempts Saturday, you're still getting the effort out of these guys. How much of a challenge is that to maintain?
Well, it's easy to maintain the motivation because of the group that's in there. You know, they're not giving up on our process, which is very encouraging from a coaching perspective. You feel the energy of the group, you feed on it just as much as they feed on yours. It's in both directions, and I find we're extremely disappointed with what's happened here in the last few weeks result-wise, but somehow there seems to be some light there on the plan that we want to execute, the style of play we need to turn into a given. And we went into the locker room after 2 periods in every single one of those games with a chance to win, and we didn't bring it over the line, so that's unacceptable. And we need to increase the compete then down the stretch to make the difference. But there are a lot of things to grab onto, and above all, the work ethic and the commitment here to take each game as an individual game and try to make something special out of each game day right now is the buy-in's still 100% there. I felt it this morning again. I have to tell you that days like yesterday, when you have a day to watch video and to do it, it's you always have a lot of time of reflection. But when I stand in front of the group again this morning, re-energized, excited about the game day, excited about playing a strong team like Washington here at home, and just making a special day out of it is what's kept us going, really.
Offensive traits has been consistency. As with many guys, it's been a little cold. Have you seen anything different in the last 2 weeks?
I'm using the word confidence a lot, but I think when you look at Sam and you look at Jack's situation at the moment, it's a lot has to do with confidence. And sometimes what happens is you start forcing other areas to try to make up for not having the success, and they just got to get back to the basics. And we're trying to simplify things in their minds to then be able to let their genius flow again. I've spoken to you right at the very beginning of the season in September. We spoke about trying to develop a way to play where genius then has space to execute when the time is right. And they just got to find that timing again. Sometimes you have to be more patient. So I think patience is something for Sam too at the moment. Instead of forcing things, maybe go 2, 3, 4 shifts where nothing but the team game is evident, and then the opportunity arises and you jump into that hole. And in the moment they're maybe going out every single shift trying to create something. I think earlier when they had their hot streaks, it was more balanced in when you forced it and when you didn't. And I think that's what we're speaking about right now. The skill is there, the attitude is good, the conversations are excellent, and we just got to keep working hard to get out of this.
Were you surprised Olsen went with Johansson and Cahoon? He hasn't played much with Johansson, not at all with Cahoon. Were you surprised they seemed to have a pretty good chemistry right off the bat?
Yeah, they just have a movement in their game that's really interesting. It's not they're all three not very linear, and they're finding the spaces though with some east-west movement, which gives them a completely different look than Jack, Sam, and Jeff can give us. Jack, the attack is much more linear and much more, much more net attacking, whereas the three of them right now have that east-west movement in their game, and it makes them difficult to defend against too. So, we're really we'd be excited if this worked out to have two different forms of attacking lines. But yeah, no, they definitely are. They were strong in Philadelphia. They had multiple shifts in that second period where they had opportunity, and then they ended up with a goal eventually. But that was the fourth shift in a row where they'd been in the O-zone and had grinding long offensive zone shifts. And it's funny how you then finally score and you're not surprised, because they had actually built up to that moment, and yeah, we hope to see that continue today. Sorry, yeah.
How have you seen Wayne acclimate to the team on the ice, off the ice?
Just, he's been really comfortable in adding what he knows he can add here, and that's just leadership. His language is strong. His personality's calm, but he makes sense in all that he says, and he's been a really strong addition. And we're doing. He's been good to have in the room, and he's leaving his mark for sure.
Part of the success, just that one game with Johansson and Wolves. There's a little bit of positional fluidity with the way those guys can attack the game on either side of the ice.
Yeah, that's exactly, just the way we're all about creating different lanes and different layers in the attack, and they really fill for each other. One clears a lane, the other fills the lane, the other clears the layer, the other one fills the layer. And it's just happening really naturally. So may that again be confirmed today. We'd love to see that grow, because you can imagine the offensive opportunity that'll come out of that synergy if they can keep it up.
With teams in the league potentially putting media policies in for the virus situation, what's been the chatter in the room with the training staff?
Yeah.
Jason's been involved.
No, the coronavirus is something that we all need to take seriously. And it affected my life a lot earlier than everybody's here, because my kids are in Switzerland, and Europe had all kinds of cancellations and restrictions earlier than we've even thought about them here. So I've been faced with it. But it's something we're taking extremely seriously, and I think everybody needs to take it seriously. And we're as everybody hoping that all the steps that are being taken right now will slow down the process. But it's something that's very real, and it's around us, and we travel as much as anybody in America, and we're of course conscious of that, and we're taking all the recommended steps here as far as the cleaning processes that we all have to take, and the being careful on contact, and then it's hopefully the world can get this in order.